Happy video day, guys. Christina, Brooke here. I am so excited because finally I have the Natasha Denona collection, the whole dream collection to show you guys. I actually had this delivered to me on Friday, but I wasn't home to sign the package, so I ended up getting it delivered today. I have everything. I've got the entire collection here. I've got the cheek palette, I have the eyeshadow palette, I have the lipstick, the lip liner, the gloss. Everything is going to be included in today's video. I will be swatching it for you guys, trying it out, and giving you guys my final thoughts. So if you are excited, don't forget, hit subscribe, join the family, and let's get into it. So if you are unaware, this collection is a large collection from Natasha Denona. She launched a lot of stuff this time. So let's go over every single one of the pieces that came in here. So the first thing is the cheek palette, which a lot of you guys are excited for. It is such a pretty palette. I wasn't sure if I really liked this like ink splatter look design that she put on this dream collection, but I actually kind of like it in person. It's kind of like it comes out a little bit. It looks like ink fell on it, and I don't know, now I kind of like it. So what this is basically two highlights and a blush. It's retailing for $48 US, available at Sephora, made in Italy. It is a cheek trio with lightweight formulas that visibly boost your glow. So inside of it, you have a cream blush, you also have a glow cream base, and then you also have the Dream Glow highlighter. This is a brand new blush to her line, so it's a new blush. When it talks about the glow cream base, it says that it's Natasha's dewy highlighter made with antioxidant leech extract. It's supposed to have a luminous look, so that's this one right here. When you put it on, it kind of gives you that like greasy kind of effect. You guys will see me demoing it. And then finally, the third one is the Dream Glow highlighter. It's an innovative new gel to powder formula that adds a smooth ultra high shine radiance to all skin tones. Interesting. Very, very beautiful. Before I get into the eyeshadow palette, let's go over the lip products really quick. There is a lip gloss in this collection. The lip gloss is retail for $27 US, and it is an ultra moisturizing lip gloss formulated with an innovative gel system. So it says it's a long wear hydrating lip plumping lipstick, and I believe every single one of her products are made in Italy. It is made in Italy, so that is that. Then we have these two products right here, and actually these are repeats, both the color Natasha. So we have the lipstick in the color Natasha. Mine is like extra smooth and juicy. So this is Natasha. They retail for $27 US, and this is supposed to be like a neutral pink color. To me, it's kind of like a really pretty nude. This is the lipstick that I have on today, which you guys will see me demoing it. I really like this packaging, but check out how it gets so dirty. So it's kind of reminding me of like the Rare Beauty packaging that's so pretty, but it gets dirty like really quickly. Then we have the color Natasha in the lip liner. Brand new packaging, so this is part of the Dream collection. Her lip liners actually retail for $24, and this looks identical to the actual lipstick, so they kind of match really good. They go hand in hand. If you have Natasha in the lip liner or Natasha in the lipstick, these are duplicates. Finally, we get into the Dream palette. So apparently this is supposed to be Natasha Denona's Dream palette. So this would be her dream colors. So this palette is retailing for $69 US. It's a midi size palette, so it's actually one of my favorite sizes in the Natasha Denona line. I think that this is like the best sizing. I believe that they increased the price though, because it wasn't at $65 before. Basically, she describes this as an eyeshadow palette that includes a captivating constellation of shades inspired by the elements of life. So inside of here, you're getting 13 brand new shades. So there is 2 existing shades. I believe the 2 existing shades are Blackest Black and Serenity. I believe these are 2 existing shades, and one is from Star, and the other one is her Blackest Black color, which is already in her line, but I do feel like the Blackest Black is a little bit reformulated in my opinion. So now let me go ahead and swatch this. I know you guys kind of enjoy it when I swatch it live, so you guys can get an idea. So let's start off with Blackest Black. So I want to show you guys how much better this black swatches than the one in Xenon. This is a good black. The one in the Xenon is like very dry, and I don't know, most people have noticed that it just doesn't work as good, especially the longer you have it. This is a good black. I feel like that's going to give a lot of pigment, and it's really nice. So the next one is Aspiration, which is this one right here. So this is also like a cool tone brown. It's kind of what I expected. So I was expecting it to be a little bit more cool tone like this. So I am happy. It swatches okay. I need to see how that one performs on the lids. So then we have Serenity, which is this one. Really pretty metallic-y brown color. Not very uncommon. I feel like we see that color a lot. Then we have Carpe Diem. So these actually went a little bit more peachy than expected. I actually thought they were going to be a little bit less peachy, but I'm happy with the direction. I think they're really pretty. The next one is Babies, and this one is a little bit more pink toned than the one above, but I will say the similarity is there between these two. They do swatch in a very close range. Like I feel like we could have gotten something maybe a little different on those two. Then we have Instinct, which feels like one of her creamy mattes, like that it feels like it's like a cream. So you put that one on and it is a lot lighter than it shows up in the pan. That happens with that formula. So then we have this color called Thrill, which is actually a really pretty almost topper. You could see that it's a little bit more sheer and it has a really pretty like golden look to it. Then we have the color Unity, which is like one of my favorite colors. I was actually hoping that this color would be included in her brand new Retro Glam whenever it comes out. The new one, the part 2. And it looks very similar to this one. I almost feel like it's almost the same color, just a little bit more pinky. So there's kind of 2 colors in here so far that I feel like they're kind of close. Like I wish they would have done something different. Then there's the color Risk, which is a really pretty, almost like reddish toned metallic, reddish toned brown metallic, really pretty burgundy-ish. Then we have this one, which I used today. Such a cool shade. It's called Invention. This one almost looks like a lid topper as well. Has a lot of sparkle to it, and on the lids, it looks really phenomenal. This one I didn't know it was going to be more of a lid topper. So I'm actually happy. I think it looks really pretty because I did use it today on the lids. Then we have Vision. This is a duochrome, kind of switches. I think it's duochrome. Is it multi-chrome? I have no idea. But it does switch colors. There's a green in there. You're probably gonna see green on screen and then it looks pink. It's really, really cool. It is a color that last year I think everybody and their mother was coming out with, and Natasha added it this year. So then we have Edgy. I did use this color today as well. Same thing, looks a lot deeper in the pan, swatches a little bit more on the purpley side. So you do have a nice true purple here. Then we have Spontaneous, such a pretty like champagne-y color. So gorgeous. There it is. I really like this color. I think it's stunning. Then we have this one called Nurture, a nice cool toned brown, almost brownish gray. That could be a nice color to switch off some of the looks, make them a little bit different. And then finally we have Familia, which is a warmish brown, which is really, really nice. So that is the entire palette. That's what it looks like. I'll go ahead and show you guys some better swatches so you get an idea. But that is the palette. And I have to say, it's not exactly what I was picturing, like I'm envisioning. I think I envisioned something a little bit different, but there is some similarities to some of the palettes that I thought they would be similar to, so we will go over that. But let's get into the demo. Let me show you guys how I came up with this eye look, how I added the lips, see everything put together, and then we'll get into some final thoughts. Okay, so excited. Oh, it's here. The collection. So I probably showed you guys in the intro what they look like, but let me show you what the packaging looks like. So here's the cheek palette. Here is the lipstick. I actually really like this packaging. It's super like, I don't know, it feels expensive, the packaging. Okay, so we've got, this is the lip gloss, which I actually forgot there was a lip gloss in here. There is also the lip crayon. Fun. So this is like the lip liner. And finally, best for last, the palette. This is what it looks like. So much cuter in real life. So that's the packaging. I don't know if you guys are even interested in seeing what the packaging looks like, but that's what it looks like. I want to start with this, if I could open it. They're opened. I love them. So pretty. I actually love this packaging. I guess I'll start off with what you guys are the most excited for, which is the palette, right? I think we're the most excited for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull off the protector. I'll tell you if I think that this looks similar to what I thought it was gonna look like as I start to swatch it in. Oh, the fun part. Woo! All right, we're open. Look at her. Look at her. So they're cutting trees next door. I'm trying to film the videos in between chops. So if you guys hear like, rawr, that's what's going on. But, you know, I waited long enough. She's a lot prettier in person. I'm not going to lie. This is a lot prettier in person. Yeah, a lot prettier in person than I thought it was going to be. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little purple. Why not? Because it looks like there's purple in here. So why don't we start off with something edgy? Let's play with this color here. This is a new color for me. It's like a really deep plumish purple. I wonder if it's translating that color on screen. I almost feel like on screen you're seeing it more deep. Do you guys hear them chopping trees? Let's put that in. See, actually, you know what? That's a really pretty purple. This is coming off so much lighter than it looks in the pan. But let me tell you, this formula right now is really, really good. Look how much pigment that gave off. That came off so much pigment. Let's get another bigger brush to kind of blend that. It's so much more purple than I thought it was going to be. I'm happy though. I don't feel like I have this color in Natasha Denona's line. Do I go browner? Or do I could either go this direction, stay like over here, or I could go to this one and go like lighter. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one here. It's blending really good. Kind of got a little bit of that purple gone, but it looks cool. All right, next I want to go into the peachy tones. Let's use this one, Carpe Diem. It's pretty, but like, did I disappear that purple? Look at that. That looks kind of cool. All right, let's grab into Invention. I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like. It's like a sparkly, glittery tone. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. Wow, Natasha, what is this color? Is this an invention? This kind of reminds me of like a Pat McGrath, just a little bit obviously different, but we've got a lot of glitter there. Okay, maybe more like a Patrick Ta. Have I seen this before? Yes, I think I did see this. Was this in retro? I think it was in retro. But it's a really cool color, so it's really coming through a lot, this gold. This is pretty. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's grab a different color. We're just, you know, we do a lot of colors here. Just want to try out a lot of the tones. But I think I want to do, ooh, this Vision color. That's going to be interesting. That's your multi-chrome. And you see how it switches to green? I figured it was going to be one of these. This is like the one that was in the, was it Divine? Not Divine Rose. It's in one of those Divine Roses. Okay, so let's grab this color. How different are you from the one above? Are you different? Not very. A little bit similar. A little bit more reddish toned. But I mean like super similar. Let's grab Unity, which is very similar to Carpe Diem. And basically a nice little blending shade, but basically looks so much like Carpe Diem on the lid. I would say Carpe Diem is a little bit deeper, so you see it more. This one basically is in unity with my skin tone. What else can we put on this lid? Okay, you know, I do this to like really try out a lot of colors, so we're gonna keep going. Let's grab the black. Let's see if this is a new formula. It works a lot better so far than the other black that's inside of the Xenon. Wow, this is a good black. Look at that, guys. Look at that liner I just did. Right? That's so much better. Natasha improved this one. This is probably similar to her single shadow in the black, not the one in Xenon. The one in Xenon dried out so fast. I don't think that this is similar. I'm excited to do a 5-day challenge on this. So I want to see how many different kinds of looks I could do. That's going to be very interesting to me because I could see a lot of the same, like with the purples, but I want to see how many different. Let's do spontaneous in the inner corner. How am I going to recreate this on this eye? There we go. That looks kind of cool. I'm gonna try to recreate this on the other eye, put mascara, and I'll be right back because this is, can I remember this? I don't know. All right, so the eyes are done, and I actually think that this came out really pretty. I do think I used a lot of colors, probably would have simplified this look a little bit more for like my daily wear, but I do like the way that the outcome came out. I do think it looks kind of interesting, so I'm excited. I'm excited because I do feel like the formula worked really, really well. I want to jump into the cheek palette though. I'll give you guys final thoughts at the end. Cheek palette looks like this, and I am so excited to try her out. I think I was more excited for this product than the palette, which is probably abnormal. Most people are probably excited for the palette, but I'm excited for this. I don't know, it looks so pretty. So we've got in here, we've got a cream base, and then we also have the Dream Glow, and then we have the blush. The blush first, we're gonna jump into the blush. Ooh, I like that color. That's pretty, I like this color. That's a perfect blush for my skin tone. I love this blush color. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, love the blush. Let's put the cream base. I think you're supposed to put this first. It's like, yeah, it's like creamy, if you guys can see. And it's probably so that you could adhere the highlight. It's like a creamy highlight. You could probably use this on its own if you're doing like a more natural look. You know, like those greasy kind of like glass highlighters, that's what this looks like. So I can see myself wearing this like on a day, like a daily look, you know, that you kind of want to just look like if you have glassy skin, it has that look. I want to jump into the highlight and let's see how much pizzazz. Guys, check out the highlight. Check out that blinginess. Wow, this is a beautiful glass-like highlight, and when you put it over the cream base, it kind of like attaches to it. And check out that highlight. We are going back to when highlights were a thing. I'm loving this. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. Ooh, okay, lip products are next, but I like the cheek palette. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's try the lip liner. So this is in the color Natasha. Is this the same one that I already have? It's the same color, just in a different packaging. I love the color Natasha, but I believe it's the same as the Natasha one that she already has. So let's just double check that. Is the Natasha already in the line? And this is the new Natasha. Are they the same? Same. Okay, so this is a repeated lip liner shade. So if you own Natasha, you already own that one, and I own Natasha. So now I just have Natasha in a pretty casing, but it's the same exact lip liner. Thank God I really like Natasha, so I'm excited with the color, but I already have it. So I just have a backup. Then this color, I hope this isn't, no, okay, so this is a new one. My Dream Lipstick in Natasha. So I guess if you own the lipstick in Natasha, this is the same color too. I actually don't own Natasha. So I'm excited to have this one. This is actually one that I wanted to pick up and I never did. So, oh, that's pretty. So this is a super nude lip color, and I actually wanted to get this one, so I'm happy to have it. I love the color. I love the creaminess of her lipsticks. Like, honestly, delicious. Like, so good. This doesn't even need a gloss. Does that need a gloss? It comes with a gloss, but it doesn't need a gloss. Look at it. It literally, I feel like it's even like melting. Does that feel like it's melting? I feel like they're extra soft this time. Or maybe it's the casing is keeping it a little bit on the warmer side, because that is like, that's literally melted, but it's beautiful. So it almost looks like it does not need this gloss, but I'm going to try the gloss anyway. So this probably is in the color Natasha too, right? The My Dream Lip Gloss, and it's just My Dream Lip Gloss. I guess it doesn't have a color. So it looks like this. And let's put it on top. I really like this lip gloss. It didn't need it though. So I feel like the lipstick is so shiny and glossy that you literally don't need the lip gloss, but I do like the lip gloss color. I could see myself using it on different lipsticks that, you know, need a little glossy. Doesn't feel sticky. It actually looks really pretty. Ooh, so here we go. Final look. What do you guys think? Every single product. Okay, let's get into final thoughts. All right, guys, so let's break this down. Let me tell you guys my final thoughts. So here is what I'm thinking. We'll start off with the cheek palette. I really love this cheek palette. Yes, this packaging is going to be so similar to the Rare Beauty. Check out my fingerprints everywhere. I really like this, okay? I think that this is a beautiful cheek palette. I love this like glossy look, especially, well, I was gonna say for the summer, but like summer's over. So if you wanna have like that glowy skin in the middle of the winter, so it looks like if you're very summery, this is a really cool one, and I actually like the formula of it. I love the Dream Glow. I think it's a beautiful, shocking, very pretty. Look at that highlight. Like, it's almost like too much right now. But I also have a lot of lights and I put a lot on. But it's really, really beautiful. I actually really like it. And I love this color. There's not many cheek palettes that I tell you, hey, if I'm going to travel, I want to take this with me because I feel like I'm not going to need to jump into anything else. And I do think between this blush and these highlights, I would have a beautiful look that I think I would love. So that's a really nice palette. I got to use it more just to make sure, but so far I think that that's a huge winner. When it comes to the eyeshadow palette, now the eyeshadow palette is pretty. I really like it. I think that the formula of everything that I used was really, really good. What's gonna be interesting for me is how far away can I get from the purples. I will let you guys know in my 5-day challenge how universal this is, how many looks I could create. I do see a few, and I do like the color story. I do feel like it is very similar to retro. Like, it's almost like a warmer version of retro, if you guys see. So retro's on the bottom and it's on the top. You guys can kind of see like that warmer version of retro, in my opinion. I thought it was gonna look a little bit more like glam. Anything, definitely retro is more of where it's at. I think it looks a lot more like the retro, which I thought it would. Now, one of the palettes that I thought it was gonna look a lot like was Modern Renaissance. It's not identical, obviously, but don't you see like a vibe there? Like, it's like, I don't know, Modern Renaissance has a vibe. I don't feel like I have a palette like very identical to this in my collection, so I do think it's unique for me. It kind of reminds me a lot of Divine Rose, right? So the original Divine Rose, it kind of looks like the original Divine Rose just blown up into like a huge palette, right? And I love the Divine Rose. I feel like Divine Rose is beautiful. The only thing I see with this one is I'm wondering if the purples that were included in this are gonna make my eye looks go very purple. It's like the same that happens when the eye looks go too pink, when you get palettes that have like predominantly pink shades in it and everything looks pink. That is going to be a nice little test that I need to do with this. What I do love is these topper shades. I think they're so, so cool. Like the little glittery topper I put on top of this eye. I think it's so pretty. We saw this in retro, I think, and I thought it was a really cool addition. I think this one right here is also one, so we've got 2 of them. Then the dual chrome is cool. Like I told you guys before, I really don't care about these dual chromey shades, so if you like them, it's actually a cool one, changes nice colors. I do think there's some redundancy here. I think between these 2 shades right here, almost identical. On the lid, not that much of a difference. I feel like these 2 are kind of repetitive. Even though these 2 look different in the pan, when they are swatched, they're very close in tone. Because of her cream to matte formula, I wish that one of these would have been a powder formula. So maybe like this deep purple would have been like the powdery formula, and she would have only done one in like that creamy matte formula. When they're this cream formula, they always get so much lighter, and I really wish there was this deep purple, and I don't feel like it ended up being. It's purple, it's just not as purple as I wish it would have been. I wish it would have been this purple, you know? So when it comes to these 2 shades right here, I do think that they're very close as well. So when it comes to separating the color tones, I don't think that that was done perfectly here. I wish there was a little bit more difference in some of these colors. I'm gonna play with this more when I do my 5-day challenge, and I'll let you guys know for sure. But if you do like these colors, I do think it's a pretty palette. I think it's gonna make some really pretty everyday looks, and I probably will use it quite a lot. Just not too loving the purples, to be honest. I wish that they were not that cream to matte formula. I wish that they were real powders, so they would have been a little bit richer. But that I will get back to you guys when I do my 5-day challenge. I do think people are going to like this palette. I do think that matte black is amazing. So finally, she gave us a matte black that is worth it. Let's see how many looks I could create with it. So I think it's good. I do not think it's a run out and buy type of palette, at least not yet. When it comes to the lip products, I love the color Natasha. If you own it already, you do not need to get this packaging. It's really cute, but it's not worth picking it up. If you don't own Natasha, then definitely I would say pick it up. It's really, really pretty color. It goes really good with purples if you have like cool tone eyes, or if you want to do that more muted lip look with really dark eyes. This is a really good color. Her lip liners are amazing. Her lipsticks are super, super creamy. So if you like a creamy lip, she has a really good formula for that. Especially if you have dry lips, you might love her formula. And then the lip gloss is really pretty too. If you're not a big lip gloss person, you could skip this because I do think that her lipsticks are so creamy, they almost don't even need a gloss. But for me, to add to other lipsticks, I think this is gonna be beautiful. Or if you wanna just like amplify the gloss, like just like make this like so glossy, like look at that, or super glossy, then you can go ahead and do it. But I do think the lipstick alone has a lot of gloss in it. So that is my opinion on the collection. I think it's a very pretty, well put together collection. I think the palette is pretty, but I don't think it's like run out and buy. I do think that if you do like these colors, you may really love it. I also do like that you can pop out the shades out of this one as well. So you can rearrange your palette, or you can mix and match it with other palettes if you're into that. So that's always fun. If you do like the color story, you're not gonna be let down because the quality seems like it's right on point. I want to check and see how many looks and how many different looks I can do with it, but I do think it's really pretty. So that is what I'm going to say about the Dream Collection. My 5-day challenge is going to be starting tomorrow on this palette. That will be coming really soon. I'll be showing you guys all the looks, and we will really put that guide through the ringer. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.